Merry Christmas 2020! Is it a Merry Christmas where you are? For me, it's challenging because I am, if you've been following my story, I had to come back to Canada. I had paperwork and then I was having some serious health issues that was troubling, and I ended up not being able to get back to the Philippines with my husband. I am with family for Christmas for 2020, but I'm apart from my husband. It's challenging. It's very challenging. And my husband, my poor hubby, he is in the Philippines. He cannot get together with his family. So he is very isolated this year, and I feel really bad for him. It's very hard for the both of us, but we're still trying to focus on making things as positive as possible. And I wanted to jump on here, wish you guys a Merry Christmas, whatever you're doing today. I really hope that you are making memories to remember, and it's easy to accidentally get to a place where we are resenting. We can accidentally, in years to come, resent Christmas time because of this one year. We can accidentally, create a depression, just a kind of like a traumatic experience because this year is so different. And I wanted to say, instead of doing that, I'm sure today there's going to be things that are different wherever you are, that you don't like. And instead of focusing on that, make plans for what you're going to do for next year. And it helps to create an excitement and inspire you to keep going, to not give up, to not be discouraged this holiday season. I'm not a hypocrite because I'm learning about myself and I'm learning to change things. I started losing my sight 5 years ago, so I wasn't blind 5 years ago. I started losing my sight 5 years ago in the spring of 2015. So I've been concert for the last 3 years. I've been horribly blind where I can't even see, 3 or 4 feet in front of my face. Like, it has to be right up close. And when it got to that point, I really did hate the Christmas season just because I couldn't see the lights, I couldn't see the pretty snow, I couldn't see the pretty decorations. Canadians, we love driving around neighborhoods and looking at people's displays. Like, that's part of Canadian traditions, is going around and looking at displays and admiring them. That's just part of Canadian, that's what we do. I started to really feel left out. People weren't leaving me out, just life kind of leaves you out. There's things that you try to participate in, but in reality you can't because you can't see it. And yeah, you can still be there, but it does affect you emotionally. And I had started to really hate the holiday season. Even last year when I was married, I still had no enjoyment of the Christmas season. So anyway, I started thinking just these past few months about when my husband and I get our own place, I want to host all kinds of Christmas stuff. I want to have like a build your own hot chocolate bar, where you can have marshmallows and sprinkles and whipped cream and flavored shots. Syrup we don't drink, so it's not alcoholic, okay? But like flavored things you put in your hot chocolate, and then like another night we have, a decorating cookie thing, or, and another night we can have build your own gingerbread house, just host all these amazing activities. I'm like an old soul at heart. I love, like the Dickens Christmas, where the employers would host these huge Christmas parties and everyone would just enjoy fellowship and food and fine dining and fun and, just just crazy. And I'm the kind of person, I want to bring that back. I think we need to bring that back. I think people need to become more intimate with each other. We need to stop having all this, and this has been going on for, I think, like the last 8 years of my life. I've seen people, no one's close to anybody anymore. Neighbors don't really know their neighbors. Family members, once they start, getting busy with their own family, yeah, you kind of know a little bit about each other's family, through the grapevine and stuff like that. But you don't really have that interconnected relationship anymore. And anyways, so you do that. You write down in the comments below what you want to do next Christmas. Or write down where you're from and what tradition you do. So, like maybe in Africa, they have a different tradition around Christmas time. I know in the Philippines, they get up at midnight. My husband did that to me last year. Woke me up in the middle of the night. I did not know why. I woke up. I knew I shouldn't be awake, and I'm like, "What's going on? What's wrong?" And that was a Filipino tradition. So you tell me. I would love to hear what your tradition is, what you're going to be doing different, and a plan or an idea that you really want to do in the future. Write that down in the comments below. Again, I wish you the very merriest of Christmases.